Hello, I'm Adriana. I'm a Master Soul Path teacher and guide. Today, with an intuitive tarot reading from my heart to yours. This is meant to give you some clarity or some different ways to look at your situation and unlock, hopefully, give you some ideas on how to unlock more abundance. Okay. Please, I always ask this, please use this information responsibly. It's really up to you to take what resonates and to take responsibility for how you want to empower yourself with this information. Okay, starting with personal Celtic cross spread here. Okay. Right, Ten of Pentacles crossed with the Queen of Cups. Some big energies on this side, Seven of Swords and the Tower. Pentacles and Wands on the bottom. Ooh, wow. Whoa. This is a super powerful reading here. All right. Ten of Pentacles is the situation here. Usually my keyword with Ten of Pentacles is legacy, and there is, in fact, a key on this card. But we're looking at building for the future. What are you wanting to create for your abundant future? And I feel like you've got a good sense of what you'd like, but I want to tell you the picture isn't quite complete because Queen of Cups, we've got Queen of Cups crossing the situation. So there's something in your picture and you're forgetting, your heart is trying to tell you something and you're forgetting to listen to it when you're creating this picture of abundance. Maybe you're focusing too much on one aspect, on material wealth or vocation like the job, and less on the relationships that you want to foster within that vocation, within that wealth management, I will say. You know, I think this is also a matter of being very true to yourself. Pentacles and Earth in general, Earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, sometimes can get very focused on the outside, however everything looks. So the appearance or the trappings of wealth or the defining of wealth only in terms of the material, like this amount of money or this kind of luxury or this kind of whatever. And the Queen of Cups is trying to remind you that healthy relationships are a big part of, oh, I see, okay. Healthy relationships are a big part of any kind of abundant future. I feel like also there is a bit of mother disapproval going on, that either you're wanting something that she would disapprove of, or you're wanting something because she would approve of it. So, example here. Let's say that, I don't know, I'm being really silly here. Let's say that like crafting is really important to your mother, like sewing or making things by hand or being really self-sufficient. And let's say that, okay, in my future abundance, I imagine a new house, and this new house is going to have a really designated craft room. Like it's going to have everything stocked. But what if you don't really care about crafting, but you're just trying to do that to please and appease your mother? It's that kind of thing. So you're wanting things that aren't true to yourself, and you're using that to build your vision of the future. And the message from the higher self here is to really watch what you're asking for. Because, first of all, it's kind of like a wasted wish. So if you think of the genie granting 3 wishes, if you listen to your heart for 2, and not your heart for the last one, you've wasted a wish. And I do feel like there's very strong manifesting energy around you. Our highest potential card is the Magician, which is the manifesting energy in this deck, or in any deck really. So it's like you've got this potential to manifest exactly everything, anything you want. So why would you listen to anyone but yourself here? Okay, so it's really trusting yourself, trusting the essence of what you're looking for. Maybe it's in the choice of a mate. Your mother approved of certain characteristics and not of others, but maybe the characteristics she approved of don't really mean much to you. Maybe you'd rather have these other things that she never considered, or worse, might disapprove of. So be careful again that you're being true to yourself. This also might not be specifically a mother, but it's a strong feminine presence, like a more mature feminine presence. Could be a sister or an aunt or even a friend that kind of acts like one of those. Now, although these cards are lovely and glowing, we have some pretty intense cards. The Seven of Swords in the past, and another 7, the Tower in the future. And I will clarify the Tower because when that shows up in, the Tower is coming in your near future. I want to check that because the Tower is a really disruptive, chaotic energy. And we want to be really clear about what it's talking about. But your message of the Seven of Swords is that you've held on to in the past some thoughts and beliefs that are not truly yours. And I feel like you have figured some of them out. We've got 2 upright swords. So again, what someone else values, that mother figure, may not be what you value. And you've sorted some of that out, but you're still in conflict with others. And, don't want to read myself into this reading because that was not the intention here, but I can relate to some of this energy of the Seven of Swords. Growing up, I experienced very conflicting ideas of love. Love meant struggle. Love meant fighting. If you love me, then you'll fight with me. If you love me, then, there's going to be conflict. Love never meant like peace and harmony and just, it never meant that. It was a little bit of both. Well, not much peace and harmony. Anyway, so, I thought that I was kind of over that and through this, but in the face of trying to create new, stable, healthy relationships, it's really been an adjustment period of saying, well, okay, we're not fighting and that's okay. Oh, I'm not getting criticized every second, every moment, and that's okay. Oh, it actually feels harmonious. Oh, it actually feels peaceful. That's okay. So these weren't active beliefs. These were really deep in my subconscious. And you see these swords are under the water. And to me, that represents being in the subconscious. Something in my subconscious was saying, if you're not fighting, there is no love. If you're not being criticized, there is no love. And those were beliefs that were given by someone else to me. All right. So I understand that it's like in your right mind, you'd never think that. Like, why would I ask for fighting at the same time I'm asking for love? Fighting feels so awful. Why would I ask for that? But because it's buried in there, we don't know. And I'm having a little furry visitor join me right now. I don't think you'll be able to see him, but he decided to join our reading. Now, in the future, okay, so this makes more sense now. I think you come to a moment in the future where you realize you have actually a conscious moment where you say, that's the wrong belief for me, or I can't believe I've carried that around for so long. I can't believe that's what I've been holding on to, because we've got this flash from the divine and the false ideas, the false beliefs falling away. And look at that at the bottom. There's a dove. So you're actually cracking away all of this junk that's been keeping you from your inner peace, that's been keeping you from a more positive, peaceful, loving experience. Higher self, message from the higher self is the sun. Okay, so it's really time for you to see, to to see what you have been ignoring. Um, and it's time for you to experience love. It's time for you to experience success. But if you don't believe that you deserve these things, you're not going to experience it. I skipped a little bit forward. In the conscious, we've got the Six of Pentacles, and in the subconscious, we've got Four of Wands. So this is just supporting what we were talking about, that the Four of Wands, there's a fundamental belief here that needs to be questioned. There is, at the base of who you are, at the base of what you believe about yourself, that's what needs to be questioned. And the Six of Pentacles is interesting because you're trying to come to harmony, you're trying to come to balance, and you're trying to understand give and take. And how does that kind of play out with the rest of this? I think you've been a little too far on the on the give side of things. Is that correct? So it's something about how giving and receiving needs to become more balanced. Because, oh, I see, okay. Because you're trying to receive your manifestation. You're trying to receive your vision for the future, your abundant vision for the future. But these beliefs that aren't true to you are keeping you from fully receiving your gift, right? So you're asking for 10 of Pentacles, but you're only receiving 6. And it's because the missing 4 has to do with those beliefs that need to be sorted out. And lo and behold, there are 4 swords underneath the water, those 4 beliefs, those 4 representing those subconscious beliefs. So that's really amazing the way the cards just came together there. I don't want to say it's literally 4 beliefs. It could be, but it's more like they're foundational beliefs. 4 is the number of foundation, and the bedrock that you stand on, that's 4. You know, it's a square. So these are cornerstones of what you believe. So it's really time to question that. Again, King of Cups, I feel like he came up in a previous reading in this position. You got the King of Cups in your influencing energy, and the King is the mate to the Queen. So what's our message from the King here, please? The King is really encouraging you to trust your heart and to trust the strength and the wisdom in your heart. Gosh, there's so many wonderful animals on here. He's got whales, he's got dolphins, he's got even a turtle shell. He's got a turtle shell surrounding his heart. So it's the longevity of the heart, but also the otherworldly communication from your guides coming through dreams. So it's like paying attention to your dreams. And I mean that in a couple ways. I mean the dreams that happen when you're sleeping, but also your waking dreams, the things that you really want, because there's a disconnect between what you're trying to build and those dreams that you have, hopes and dreams, okay? And that King of Cups there is trying to remind you that it's possible to weave those together. Now, in the future here, we have the Queen of Wands. And Queen of Wands, I'm sorry, is not the future. This is hopes and fears. And so what you would like, what you really see yourself being, is totally capable of going after what you want with total confidence, total passion, with a very open heart. And I feel like that energy is available to you once those false beliefs are broken. You see the tower explodes, brings out that fire, and then she emerges. She emerges from that place of realization. And it's like you're ready to channel this forward. The Queen of Wands with the Magician here, you're ready to manifest this. You're ready to bring this forward. So there's no doubt that of your dedication to your growth, of your dedication to your willingness to look forward into the future. Just make sure that you're going there with the whole picture, with everything that you're completely capable of. Our highest potential, as we talked about before, is the Magician. And I want to say that you can receive more than what you're asking for. You're capable of receiving more than what you're asking for. So this is about like dreaming big, going big, thinking big. Is there anything else that wants to come through? Manifesting with confidence. There's a Kundalini message in both of these cards, energizing the earth energy through the divine, bringing your energy from the base chakra up to the crown chakra through divine inspiration. There's a creativity, I think that's what I'm trying to say. A lot of different cards signaling creativity here. These three even are cups cards. So how creative do you really think you can be? And I'm not talking about just in the sense of creating artwork, creating every moment, creating your future. You want to see yourself as a creative being. You want to see yourself as capable of anything. And your higher self knows that that's the case. It's just when reality comes in, sometimes there's a tendency to limit yourself. But you don't have to do that at the moment. These aren't cards talking about a reality check in that sense. I could see other cards having that message, but this is more the opposite. Stretch your reality. Become bigger than your reality. Okay, I want to just get one more card here. It feels like there's one more message that wants to come out. Princess of Pentacles. I want to say this is confirmation or affirmation that your manifestation is going to happen. When I'm using this deck especially, I like to see the Princess of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles and the Magician together, because that means it's coming. The seed has been sown, it's coming to you. It's just a matter of time. And so I feel like the Princess of Pentacles is that validation here, saying, yeah, what you're asking for is going to come to you. So again, make sure you're asking for your full amount, what you truly deserve, which is much more than what you've believed in the past. Princess of Pentacles is also reminding you to nurture your creations. So that means honor your dreams. Think of them as something special and respect them and take them seriously. We're taught that dreams are fanciful, or dreams are for the idealistic or the children or the foolish, but dreams are actually to be respected, because a lot of inventions, a lot of our world started as dreams. Either, it came to me in a dream, or I dreamed about something better. I dreamed about a solution, and now it's come to me, right? I mean, there's even what we're communicating on, these electronics, that came out of a dream. How do we communicate better? How do we communicate without being bound by physically being in the same space? I mean, 300 years ago, that would have been like, you're crazy. What do you mean that you can talk to someone without being in the same room as them? What do you mean that you could record video on this little device that you hold? What's video? So like 300 years ago, this is a dream. This was fanciful. This would have been seen as crazy. All right, so if that's the case, what dream is really crazy? Maybe it's just a matter of time. Okay, so respect your dreams, cherish them, nurture them, honor and respect them, because they're there for a reason. And I do believe really good things are on the horizon for you. There's too much positive energy in this reading for that to be the case, okay? As long as you do the work of breaking through what you need to, you've got all of this positive energy coming at you. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you're looking for some spiritual guidance or some help with your astrological chart or a one-on-one reading, I do offer a very special very personalized and very deep kind of soul path guidance with these different modalities. Please check out my website to learn more. And oh, it's in the description below. I'll look forward to seeing you next time.